Hello students, good morning. I'm your teacher Dolcy and today we are going to start your 11th class syllabus. So before we start our syllabus, you must be familiar with this that we have to follow Truman's Elementary Biology for our 11th class syllabus. So you must purchase Truman's Elementary Biology book. Okay, so today we are just going to go through with our syllabus and I will introduce you with the various chapters of your syllabus. Okay, so you have 5 units in class 11 and unit first is about the diversity in living world, means the variable forms of life found on earth. In this unit we have 4 chapters. First one is the living world, second one is biological classification, third one is plant kingdom and fourth one is animal kingdom. Okay, so the first chapter is just about the type of biodiversities found on the earth, their relationship with each other, their level of classification related to the branch which deals with the study of classification and identification of organisms, that is systematics or taxonomy. Then after becoming familiar with the variable forms of life, we need to discuss about the methods of conservation of biodiversity with the biological biosphere reserves, zoological parks, wildlife sanctuaries and botanical gardens, herbaria and many more. Second chapter is about biological classification in which we are going to work with the 5 kingdoms primarily, starting from Monera, followed by Protista, Pangaea, Plantae and Animalia. As you know, the largest kingdoms are the Plantae and the Animalia. We will discuss them separately in chapter 3 and 4. Rather than this other 3 kingdoms, that is Monera, Protista and Pangaea, will be discussed in this chapter second, that is biological classification. Okay, so plant kingdom comprises of 5 divisions, that is starting from Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. Animal kingdom comprises of invertebrates, vertebrates. Invertebrate has 11 phylums and the vertebrate have further 2-3 phylums which are further classified. So in this way we will classify the whole world diversity of 1.2 million species found on earth in this chapter. This is the most basic, most important and most interesting chapter of your syllabus. Now we have unit second. It is the structural organization in plants and animals, in which we will discuss about the structure, morphology, anatomy, histology of plants and animals. As you know, the last division of the kingdom Plantae is angiosperms. Those angiosperms are known as flowering plants. So your 5th chapter is about the morphology of those flowering plants and 6th is about the anatomy of those flowering plants. Morphology means external features related to the leaf, root, shoot, stem and others. While the anatomy, it deals with the internal tissue level study, means meristematic tissue, permanent tissue, simple tissue, complex tissue, xylem, phloem, stomata and many more. 7th chapter is about structural organization in animals, that is histology. We have 4 kind of tissue: epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, vascular or connective tissue and the neural tissue. And these 4 types of tissue form whole of our body with various organs. Depending upon their structural features, variable functions are performed by these tissues in animal body. So our third unit is the cell structure and function, in which we will discuss about the structure of cell, the structure of organelles, presence of organelles, variable functions performed by specific organelles and their interaction with each other. As you know, the base of our body is cell, so we will start our chapter from the chapter cell. So this is the most important topic of your syllabus. This will be the first chapter of your syllabus as well from my side. Next is the chapter number 9, that is about the biomolecules. As I told you, the basic unit of our life is cell. So cells are further formed of some of the particles, as atoms are formed of electrons, neutron, proton. Similarly, cells are formed of biomolecules. Those biomolecules are amino acid. Those unite to form proteins. Second are the fatty acids and glycerol. Those join to form lipids of your body. Third one are the carbohydrates, simple and complex sugars. Then enzymes, hormones, DNA and RNA as nucleic acids of our cell. The 10th chapter of our syllabus is about the cell cycle and division. As you know, our body or life depends on the cell. So it is necessarily the activities of the cells that decide the activities of our body, the metabolism of our body and the growth of our body. So here we will discuss about two types of divisions found in our body, that are mitotic and meiotic division. As you know, meiotic division occur in gonads or sex cells, or the somatic cell primarily occur in the somatic cell. So these two kind of division are necessary for our survival. So now your second last unit, that is unit 4th, it is about plant physiology. As you know, physiology represents all those reactions that are occurring in your body to ensure the metabolism. So there are 5 chapters in this unit, and this is the chapter related to your class 10th chapter, life processes, where we have done life processes both in plant and animal, and here we will divide it separately as plant and animal physiology. In plant physiology we will discuss photosynthesis, that is nutrition, mineral nutrition, then respiration and transport and growth in plants. And in the 5th unit we will discuss same life processes in a human being. Okay, the difference here is we have to primarily focus on various kind of cycles like glycolysis, Krebs cycle, Calvin cycle, C3 cycle, C4 cycle, citric acid cycle and the ETC chain. So these are the chapter primarily related with the various kind of cycles occurring in our body to ensure the growth of a plant. The last unit of our syllabi is the unit 5th, that is human physiology. Human physiology unit is related with all those reactions that are necessary for our survival. This unit has 7 chapters. It is the largest unit and most complex, most necessary, most important, and it is just an expansion of the chapter life process that you have done in class 10th. Okay, so first chapter is digestion, in which we will discuss about various modes of nutrition and their digestion in human body. Second is breathing and exchange of gases. Third one is the body fluids and circulation, primarily about blood and heart. Then is about excretory product, primarily about kidney and urine formation. Next one is about locomotion and movement, which deals with muscles and bones of your body and various connective tissues. Last 2 chapters are neural control and coordination and chemical control and integration. Here we will discuss about various parts of brain and the various kind of glands found in our body, and how these organs of brain, spinal cord and hormonal secretion control our metabolic activities and their control on various body organs. So this is a brief explanation or introduction to your syllabus. From tomorrow we are going to discuss or start with this syllabus from chapter cell. Stay tuned. Thank you.